everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm glad that you stopped by today and hang out with me. Today I'm making great northern beans, and I love pinto bean. I love all beans, honestly. There's not a dried bean or a canned bean or a cooked bean that I don't like. I'm a big vegetable girl. And today I'm making great northern beans. I'm going to make them in my Instant Pot. It's going to be so simple, so easy. They're going to be so full of flavor, and there's something that's going to make them taste great. So let's get started. I've been wanting these for a while, and I cannot wait to eat them. I hope you like them. Let me know in the comments below. Do you like northern beans? What's your favorite dried bean?
Hello everyone, I hope you're doing great today. I wanted to share this quick recipe and show you how, well, it's not really a recipe, how I cook my great northern beans. You just do them like you would pinto beans. I've got a ham bone here that my daddy gave me, and that's going to make some excellent flavor in them. And the first thing I'm going to do is what we call look them. You have to check your beans to make sure there's no rocks in them. And they sometimes are, actually, which is weird to hear, but they really are. So I'm going to get a white plate. I'm going to get a white plate to put them on to check them. And I'll do so many at a time. Any that looks bad. Any that looks bad. My grandbaby, if you hear anything in the background, I've got Grammy's school today, and she's in there watching a movie. Hopefully it don't get copyrighted because of that. And you just do so many at a time. And I'll try to show you any that, like this one looks discolored, I'll take it out. This one, if you want to take them out, if they're cracked or the shell looks funny, you can. You don't have to, mostly if it's just a rock, but for the most part, they'll cook down. You don't have an issue except for the rocks. So I just want to make sure there's no rocks in it. See, that one don't look too great. I'll take that one out. And I think I did have a couple things on my meal plan. This was one of them, and I've been wanting to make these for a while. It is warm today. It's 57 for the high, but that's okay. I normally like to have beans when it's a cold day. And this was one of the things I had on my menu to make for a while, and for some reason it just kept getting pushed back. So we're doing it today. And I'm going to make some cornbread and some mustard greens with it. I'm not going to make any potatoes. Chad might eat them. I love northern beans. Beans are hard on Chad's gout, especially pinto beans. I would say that northern beans are the same. I'm not really sure, but yeah. And I am going to show you all a cornbread mix that I'm going to try. I think I picked up some. I'm going to show you what I'm going to use after I get these put on. I'm going to cook these in my Instant Pot. You typically would put them on early in the day and cook them on low and slow is the way I typically like to do it. You hear my grandbaby. But I did not do that this morning, so I'm going to make mine in my Instant Pot. And you can put them on there, and in just a little while they'll be done. I like to cook mine for an hour or two in the Instant Pot, and then I'll take them off. They might be done, and then cook them on slow so they'll thicken up a little bit. But let me rinse these, and we'll get them started. I put about probably an inch or two of water above them, and I'm going to add in my ham bone. I'm not going to salt them or add any flavoring oil, cooking oil, or anything right now. This is all I'm doing to that. And I think it'll be good. So I'll meet you back here in 2 hours and show you what they look like, and I'll show you what kind of cornbread I got too to make. Okay, I got my beans put on. I'll cook them for 2 hours in the Instant Pot. I picked up this Kentucky Colonel old-fashioned cornbread mix. I've never made it before, and all you do is add milk. I've not been eating cornbread. I've maybe had it twice or 3 times in the last almost year. So I've not been keeping cornmeal and stuff on hand much at all. So I just picked this up, and it'll be plenty for me and Chad. And then, and I'll link down below my cornbread video. I've made it before. I've made hoe cakes, which are the little fried cornbread patties. And I've also made skillet cornbread in my cast iron skillet. But I want to show you all these mixed greens that I'm going to fix. This Margaret Holmes brand is absolutely delicious. They said homemade, made easy. They really do taste like homemade mustard greens or mixed greens. And these are really good. There's only 3 net grams of carbs and 25 calories per serving. And I think those are going to be good. I love greens. I love country grub, I call it. But that's what we're going to have for dinner. And I'm excited to share that with you when the beans get done on the Instant Pot. We'll come back and see how they look. Okay, our pressure just come down on our beans. I'll show you in just a second. I'm going to get my mustard greens on, or mixed greens. I'm going to add them to a cooker. I'm going to show you what they look like too. They smell good. You can see the seasonings in them. And then I've got this little bit of bacon grease that I saved the other morning. And I'm going to put some of that in there. That will flavor them. And it'll make them very good. And I'm just going to cook them on probably medium. They just have to heat through. So I'm going to put them over here on this burner. And I'm going to bring my beans over and show you how we finish them up, okay? Okay, you can see down in there, there's my beans, and it cooked all of the stuff off of the bone. Anything that was left on that bone has been cooked off. You can see that meat falling apart. So I'm just going to remove that. We just use that for the flavor. I don't want to keep that meat in there. Some people do. I don't want to. It's just, I will if it's a better piece of ham, but that didn't have a whole lot of meat on it, and I just don't want it in there. Okay, did I get it all? Okay. And I really probably could have put a little bit more water in these when I was cooking them, but it's fine. It is fine. I think they'll be fine. They're actually finished. You can tell they're finished cooking. But I'm going to do a couple more things to them. Let me first get a pot to put them in. This is my old-timey pressure cooker. I don't use it anymore, but I do have the pan still. And I'm just going to use it to heat my beans in. I think this will be okay. Not heat them up. To finish seasoning them. Sorry. See how they come out there? Perfect. Now, we need to add some salt. And I'm going to add just a little bit of oil to them. Not a lot. Because they don't need it. Okay. And I'd say they have a really good flavor because, sorry about that. I'd say they have a really good flavor because they was cooked on that ham bone. So let me taste them actually before I add the salt to it. Turn that up, and then we'll make our cornbread. Now they're completely cooked through. They're cooked through good. They smell great. Let me see if they even need any salt, because that ham is salty. We don't want to make them too salty and ruin them. But I just cooked these 2 hours in my Instant Pot, and probably didn't have to cook them that long, but northern beans don't take as long to cook. Pintos, for some reason, I found. Okay. Yeah, they need salt.
But honestly, I don't think they'll need to do much of anything to finish the seasoning. Put a little bit more oil. Now, my mom growing up used lard. I don't know, people talk like it's not healthy, but I tell you, we were always healthy. You try them now. It's good. I'm going to put some more salt. And I'm going to put a little bit of pepper in them. Not a lot. Okay. All right. There we go. And I've got our mustard greens going over here. And we'll put that cornbread together and get it in the oven. It won't take long at all to do. I am going to make my cornbread in this pan here. So I'm going to spray it really well. And I'm going to get a bowl to mix it in. So it says we need to add this cornbread mix and 1 cup of milk. So let's try this. One cup of milk. It to me looks just like a cornbread flour mixture, probably with leavening agent, so it'll rise. Baking soda and baking powder. Anyway, I think it's going to be pretty good. And I didn't want to buy cornmeal just for one little thing. And now when I eat this, I won't eat a lot of cornbread with it. I'll just eat just a tiny bite. It'll be mostly the beans, which are very high in protein. And that's good. Get the rest. Okay, guys, I just got our cornbread out, and it looks really good, actually. It came out really good. Look at that. And I completely forgot I bought some mixed pickles. We got banana peppers. These are my favorite. Beets. You all like pickled beets? Let me know in the comments below if you all eat that kind of food. And some mixed pickles. Now these we normally warm up. Let me see. I checked these and they're not as pickled as they are sweet to me. I don't think I'm gonna fix these today. To me, it smells more like chow chow. This cornbread mix, I think, is pretty good. I really do. I would buy it again, I think. Okay. Now, y'all going to think I'm weird, but this is how I eat my beans. Okay. I'm going to put some cornbread in the bottom. Wait a minute. This is hot. Show you how I make my beans. How I make my plate for my beans. I'll take my cornbread and break it up in the bottom. Woo, woo, woo. That is hot. Okay. I'm going to put me some beans down in them. 2 scoops. And then I'm going to put my mustard greens right on top. My mustard greens right on top. And then I'm going to take my, I'll show you. Put my beets in there. And I'll have to check the stuff on the beets, but I love beets. Do you all like beets?
they're good for you, I would assume. This is what I grew up on, this kind of food, guys. And I love it. Love, love, love. And then I'm going to get my banana pepper. And I'm going to put it right on the side there. Don't want a ton of it. All right. Let me get about here. Stir it up. Now, sometimes I will make fried potatoes, but you know, I'm not doing a lot of carbs, so I'm stretching it even with the cornbread. But it'll be okay because I'll walk it off. When you walk 5 miles a day, you can afford to eat a piece of cornbread. Look at there. It's really hot. That's good. It needs more salt. I don't think those beans had enough ham on that ham bone to season them, which is okay. But yeah. All right. Let's try another bite. So I've had to put more salt in it to season them. Let's put a little piece of pepper. Yeah, good. Perfect. That's why I'm going to drink with mine. I love it. With some salt and pepper in it. I'm going to peel me an onion too. We won't be able to sit still and eat this, guys. Thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like this type of cooking, give me a thumbs up. I'll be showing you some more of it. I'll link below my hoe cake recipe and my cornbread recipe videos. And I thank you all for watching, hanging out with me. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Thanks for watching. God bless, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.